Hello everyone, welcome back to our Procreate tutorial series. In today's video we will continue exploring Procreate's tools and we will see how to use the 2D grid, which I've used in this drawing here, and the isometric grid, which I've used in this drawing here, as you can see. So let's start right away by opening this training canvas, and I'm gonna show you how to activate them first, and then we're gonna draw directly on the two canvases. Okay, so let's open the drawing guide. So the 2D grid is on by default. You can adjust the size, of course, the thickness, and you can activate the assisted drawing. If you activate the assisted drawing, what the app is going to allow you to do is just this. So basically drawing straight lines either horizontally or vertically. You cannot draw perspective this way, but it's useful if you want to draw straight lines. You can choose to activate and deactivate it. If you want to draw, I don't know, some binaries for a train seen from above. You can create 3 dimensions this way, but you can absolutely activate and deactivate it at your liking. So now that we've seen how this works, we are going to go straight to our artwork. This is a skyline, as you can see, and we are just going to, I already prepared this drawing. So basically what I ended up doing with this was, simply put, fill it in with color. As you can see here, there are areas which are more or less filled, and these other areas which are a little bit different. What I did, I'm going to show you what I did in this drawing actually. I just selected a rectangular area. So basically if you want to change the color of this building right here, I just selected the rectangle and filled it in. And you can also add some more areas, you can see here. So basically this is training for, using this peculiar tool here that we have. We have this rectangle selection tool. I do not recommend using freehand or automatic for this because it's just not going to work. Alright, so let's go back. And now I'm gonna let you see how I did the windows. So what I ended up doing, as you can see here in these little drawings that I did, was actually creating a custom brush, or better, I edited an existing brush in order to achieve this level of detail. We are going to get to it immediately. I have saved it here. Alright, I had edited this one brush, so as you can see here, it can look both like windows and like little bricks at the same time. If you adjust the jitter, it can also look like little bricks, as you can see here. Alright, so what I ended up doing mainly is editing the shape. This shape is actually from the source library of Procreate, which has a lot of tools. You can see this in detail in the video about creating your own custom brush. So we're gonna leave it as it is for now. You can choose the input style, the rotation, and there's many things you can do. Also the grain, which has been imported from the brush that was previously in the place of this one. And then we just, we did not edit anything else about this brush. It was very, very simple to create. And what we did was basically drawing lines with this kind of brush. We're going to select the color, drawing lines with little windows, and then draw them in a straight line, as you can see, like I'm doing here. I'm gonna, created 3 lines, and then selected this whole thing, duplicated it, and pasted it. After this, I merged the layers and did this again. And again, and so on for the whole drawing. I ended up adding windows only on the first 2 rows of these, of this artwork, mostly because, well, That was going to take a long time otherwise, and also because these buildings back here are very far away and it wasn't going to be possible. Alright, so let's reactivate everything so you can see the final drawing. Alright, we're going to delete the sketch layers, and as a bonus what I ended up doing was creating a background. We are going to select dark purple, dark blue, and we're going to draw nighttime sky. As you can see here, in the cities the sky is never too dark, mostly because of light pollution, so we're going to reflect that in this drawing, and added some stars, as you can see here, which are very clearly visible. And I added stars through a peculiar brush which you can find in Luminance, this specific one, which has little stars. I do not recommend creating big stars, mostly because it tends to be a little, jittery as a brush, and the big stars kind of look tacky to me. I don't know, but I don't really like drawing big stars, so I kept them very small, and I put them randomly spread through the canvas, as you can see, like I'm doing here. And so that's basically it for this drawing. It took me less than 20 minutes in total. The only thing that was a bit annoying was drawing the windows, but we can solve this very quickly by copying and pasting the selections. You can also create, custom brushes which allow you to, select this whole thing and set it as your shape of the brush. But I personally do not recommend it, as it doesn't tend to be very, very precise, but it's definitely a thing you can do if you want. So now let's go back and see what the isometric grid has to offer. So first, how to activate it. We are going to go to drawing guide, activate the drawing guide, and edit. You can select the grid size, the thickness, the opacity, and select whether you want assisted drawing or not. We're going to keep it as it is for now, and we're gonna go again to our training canvas, and we're gonna go back to edit drawing guide, select isometric. This one is a very, thick grid, and this is it. This should be okay actually. And basically what you end up doing is drawing with an isometric look. I'm going to activate the drawing assist here and select a better brush. Perfect. So now you can basically draw boxes, which can be useful for, drawing small details which do not really need to be extremely precise. It is also perfect for, drawing the basic shapes of something you're going to edit later. For example, we are maybe going to draw, a little bed. We're going to start by, drawing the mattress, what's going to be the mattress anyway. And then we're going to add some other details of this bed. Alright, so you can see here, it's very, very easy, very, very quick. It's just for sketching. Alright, did I do this correctly? I don't think so, actually. Well, no, didn't do this correctly. But as you can see, it's actually really easy to do. We're just going to leave it as it is because this is just an example. We're going to lower the opacity of this. Do not activate the drawing guide on the other layer. And we're just gonna add the little bed sheet. We're gonna make it very soft. Little pillow. And we're gonna add the details here as well, so that it's easier to follow the guide. Of course, here maybe it's better to reactivate the whole thing, but it's actually really easy to create a guide using this tool. So we're going to delete everything and jump back to our drawing. So what I ended up doing here is exactly the same. So basically first I drew the basic shapes of the room. This is going to be a room. And as you can see here, I drew the window. It has some depth, as you can see here. I ended up drawing the base of the bed, the base of the little drawer here. Added some posters, the little door, the carpet. Here we have our computer, our chair, a little trash bin, which is the only element of the room in which I did not strictly follow the isometric rule, and the little table, the little sheet of paper here. So that's basically it. It's really easy to use. And later on I added some detail, as you can see here. I added a bottle of water, details to the chair, details to the bed, added a little cat, the shoes, these little details here, the posters have detail now, the little window, and the whole thing basically comes together this way. And I want to show you a trick on how to color this whole thing. So basically, first things first, we're going to lower the opacity of this whole thing. We're going to keep the one as it is, and we are going to choose a color which we want our walls to be, and make sure our brush is set to our usual one. And as you can see here, we just drew a quadrilateral shape, which we can edit it and make it a square. Now that we make this square, we're going to color it and just select distort, and we are going to make it fit to the walls. This is very useful, guys. I think this is one of the easiest way to color when it comes to isometric grid and perspective. And this is it, basically. Now, if you want to color the other wall, you duplicate the layer, you select it, you flip it horizontally, and you apply it to the other wall. It's very, very simple. Perfect. Let's do it a little. Okay, so now it's easy to distinguish. Now, another thing I did was drawing the tiles on, the little bedroom. And now we are going to do the same for the pavement. So we are going to choose normal layer mode as usual, and we are going to draw another shape. This color can be good, and as you can see here, we just draw the shape. It's quadrilateral, as you can see here. We can edit it if we click on it long enough. Make sure to match the shape, and that's it. You fill it in with color. You're basically done with it. You can also do the same with the door. Want to make an almost white door, you create this rectangle, you edit it, you fill it in with color, and you put it here. And as you can see here, we also created our door. So basically almost any detail in the room can be colored this way, including the windows, the posters, the table. It's very quick, it's very easy. And this is a very neat trick that I definitely recommend using for, everyday coloring. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you've missed any of the lessons, I definitely recommend, staying up to date with them, because some things that I have not mentioned here, I had mentioned in the last few ones.